Hi, little learners. So you just watched a video about an animal track detective, and that's what we're going to do today. So in the video, they showed you different tracks that animals had left, and some were paw-shaped, that like a mammal would leave. Some were fork-shaped. Some had two halves, like hoofs for a deer. And the easiest way to spot tracks are in the mud or the snow. Fresh snow is perfect for searching for your tracks. So when you're looking for your tracks, try and go out with some fresh snow. And guess what? You leave tracks too. So have a look at what your tracks look like. So you have to ask yourself these 3 questions. How many tracks are there? Maybe there's more than one animal traveling together. Which way are they going? So look at where those toes are pointing and what are they shaped like, because those are going to give you the clues to figure out what kind of animal it is. So Mrs. Mann took her clipboard outside, and she had a piece of paper, and you can take a picture of this with the camera too if you find some tracks. But I took my clipboard out and I looked for tracks. So what I did is I documented the tracks that I found. So the first one were fork-shaped. So I wondered what would leave a fork shape, and I thought, I remember. It was a certain kind of bird. Now it would depend what season you were in, what kind of bird it would be, because some of them migrate. So have a guess. Maybe just put a bird, but even further, you could guess what kind of bird it is. The second tracks were paw-shaped, and they weren't that big. But you know what? I have a little furry friend running around, and his name is Roscoe, my dog Roscoe. Pretty good idea. Pretty good chance that those tracks belong to Roscoe. And then the third set of tracks I found were a little bit smaller than Roscoe's, and I see them all the time. So those are clues, right? If you see animals running around, have a look at their tracks, because then you know what they are. I think it's a squirrel. Do you think it was Speedy? I don't know. So I want you to take out clipboard and paper if the weather permits, or maybe you just want to take a picture of them, but I want you to try and draw them, and then you make a guess at what kind of tracks you think they are. And you know what? Have a look at your own tracks, and you might even see different kinds of tracks that an animal didn't leave. Lots of investigating going on. So have fun being animal track detectives.